This is the Ceceest episode that we are going to have had
It's
in.
not fair. I just want to have regular night.
Hey, you're listening to Seltzerquest. We explore the wild world of hard seltzer, canned wine, kombucha, and so many other beverages so that you don't have to. We suffer for our art because we believe that suffering makes for good content. And if you like hearing us suffer, subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, like, rate, comment, share, and tell your friends and family about us. Follow us on Instagram at Seltzerquest. Form a parasocial relationship with Derek. Invent your own hard seltzer line for us to review. However you want to engage works for us. Contact information at the end. Now let's do a podcast. Hello, listeners, and welcome to a very special episode of Seltzerquest. We finally have returned to us after her hiatus.
Cece.
She's so enthusiastic to be here.
I'm so incredibly enthusiastic, guys. Hi, welcome back, Cece. Oh, thank you.
That's all right. And so before we get going here, we should introduce ourselves. In chair 1, as usual, I'm Merlin. In chair 2, fresh from her re-promotion, is...
It's Cece, the hottest mic in town.
You're goddamn right. And in chair 3, fresh off his demotion, but keeping all the responsibilities from when he was promoted to chair 2.
This is Derek, and I'm just a regular mic.
Yep. All right. So, speaking of hot mics, we've got Mike's Hot Honey. That's the episode we're doing today.
That's why we're talking about mics. That wasn't just random. Can you believe it?
Oh my god.
It's not because we're wearing mics.
I just changed my name to Hot Mike. What the fuck? What a
coincidence.
Different
temperature mic. We should all do that. But, not just hot mic. It'd be like tepid mic. Or
I'm icy mic.
Frigid mic.
I am self-conscious Mike, excuse you.
All right, so I'm icy Mike, Cece's hot Mike, you're tepid Mike.
Yeah, I'll be tepid Mike.
All right.
I'm okay with that. I'm flexible. You can enjoy me in any weather.
Let's do the introductions again then. In chair 1, I'm icy Mike. In chair 2, returning to us from her hiatus, we have...
Hot Mike, the hottest mic in town.
And in chair 3, fresh off his demotion...
This is tepid Mike. Yep, I sound like this.
All right. I look forward to doing the entire podcast sounding like that.
Absolutely can't wait.
It sounds like it hurts.
All right, so...
It's actually pretty good.
We are doing Mike's Hot Honey here. This is a product that we tried at Seltzerland, me and Derek and some of our buddies who couldn't be here today, so we are going to pour a 40 on the curb later.
Yeah, they died.
But we've got Mike's Hot Honey. This... I'll insert the clip of us taking the piss out of Mike's Hot Honey because I did not prepare any notes for this, despite the fact that I overprepared in every other way.
I still stand by it. Sounds like an innuendo for semen.
It does do, doesn't it?
Yeah, baby, give me some of your hot honey.
All right. And we have 2 types of Mike's Hot Honey here, but before we get to the actual honey tasting... let's do what we are known for, and we'll do some beverage reviews. So Mike's Hot Honey sent us, we asked them if they would want to be on the show, if they would want to send Mike to be on the show, and they said, no, Mike's a busy man. He can't come on your podcast. But they did send us some merch and some honey.
Merch? Wait, what do you mean merch?
I didn't bring the hats, but they sent us...
You're not wearing your hat?
How would you
not wearing your hat?
I forgot to.
Wow. Don't worry, I'll be back.
I sent Cece a hat.
What?
I have a hat!
I'm the hat guy. I wear a hat literally all the time.
I was going to bring you a hat. I forgot to bring you the hat.
It's okay. It does make sense. You did bring 15 other things today.
Mike's Hot Honey sent us some bottles of honey, some merch, and they sent us a recipe book with some cocktail recipes, which we are going to be trying now.
Whoa! Okay, that's neat.
So the first thing that we're trying is the Mike's Hot Toddy.
Oh, so that's what we're doing right now.
Yes.
Cool.
So it's a pretty traditional hot toddy, except instead of honey, it's got Mike's Hot Honey in there. And we used scotch. They wanted me to use bourbon, but I didn't want to buy a bottle of bourbon just for this episode because I hate bourbon.
I used bourbon. But I also didn't buy a bottle of bourbon. I bought a single tiny little mini of bourbon.
Now, I quite like that.
Referring to, of course, the drink.
The drink, yes.
The drink,
You
yes.
like my mini bottle? No way.
I'm going to level with you. I've never tried a hot toddy until now. I didn't know
Neither
what it
have
was.
I.
I heard the phrase, and I saw a really hot guy with a T-shirt that said hot toddy, and I thought his name was just Todd.
It may have been.
It could have been. That could have been a double entendre. But at the end of the day, I didn't know this was a thing. I love this. This kind of reminds me of...
As I was making it, I was thinking, I was like, wow, I'm really making myself some tea, but instead of tea leaves, it's just straight up bourbon.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Huh.
I've never heard of these because I am also very young.
I have old parents, I guess, for the age that I am, and my dad would make these for us every now and again as kids if we couldn't sleep, and of course he used brandy instead of bourbon. I think brandy is the more traditional thing to use, but I'm not entirely sure.
For bourbon.
So, yeah, if you want to drink but you're also sick, this is a fantastic way to do it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like my nose just started running because, like, my body is just like, you should be drinking this when you're sick, idiot. Get sick.
Get sick, bitch. I feel like when it comes to a drink like this, you don't see it very often because, like, what bar is going to serve a hot toddy?
I'll bet you get one at Hodges.
At Hodges, maybe, but that's like a bougie fun bar that closes at fucking 10 p.m. Like, your average bar that's open after that is not going to go put their staff through the effort of heating water to make hot toddies.
It is going to be impossible for me to edit out those beeps.
I was gonna say, wait, is Derek's refrigerator requiring a new filter?
No, that's the chicken nuggers getting ready.
Oh, okay. It sounded like your filter for your refrigerator was beeping.
I will say every appliance in this kitchen is a freaking drama queen. Like, the fridge will just moan sometimes. It's a little unnerving. And the microwave will, like, screech. Like, you can't ignore it. You can hear it upstairs. I've been, like, woken up by the screeching microwave sometimes.
Nice.
I don't really
I feel like it's like a bird of prey descending upon my bed. But it's really just a microwave telling you those nuggers are ready.
So let's talk about Mike's Hot Honey here for a second. I will include a clip of us talking about it from the Seltzerland recap. Mike's Hot Honey is America's leading brand of hot honey. Founded in 2010 by Mike Kurtz, the brand was born from a desire to create and share the highest quality honey infused with chili peppers. Mike began drizzling his signature hot honey on pizzas at the Brooklyn Pizzeria where he worked, and customers started to ask if they could buy bottles to take home. Mike's Hot Honey became a word-of-mouth sensation, sparking the creation of a new category of honey. Headquartered in Brooklyn, New York, Mike's Hot Honey can now be found on restaurant menus and retail shelves across the U.S. And here's the honey timeline.
Oh, can't wait. What's the time?
November 2003.
Jeez, back then?
While studying abroad in Brazil, Mike visits a pizzeria where he finds jars of honey with chilies sitting on tables for drizzling on pies. He falls in love with the unique profile of the honey and is blown away by how good it tastes on pizza. December 2004. After months of experimentation with chili pepper honey infusions, Mike settles on a recipe for his original honey infused with chili peppers and gives out jars to friends and family as holiday gifts, dubbing it Mike's Hot Honey. Very creative man.
Yeah.
He was inspired to come up with the idea of putting chili peppers in honey to infuse by seeing that exact thing being done
In Brazil.
in Brazil.
Oh, Brazilians don't count. Not in the American market.
Then he names the brand very creatively Mike's Hot Honey.
Good job. You know, it is the honey that he brought into existence. It's not like Mike's a common name or anything that like isn't the name of like a lemonade that was at this very event. I will say I love the product. I actually have compared it to other hot honey because
There's other hot honey?
Yeah, his roommates already had
It was like a generic version.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it was not as good.
It was
as
not. It
Mike's.
was a very distinctly much better coming from Mike's.
Okay.
And I don't know what changes, but I do think it's higher quality spices. I really do. Because the biggest problem with the bland hot honey was that it just didn't feel spicy. Like you could tell it was
generic. It's just made by Germans, which
they're there.
yeah, they don't know how to do hot.
Yeah, that's true.
The hottest thing they've ever had is paprika.
Ooh, paprikash. Yeah, I feel like their honey just it kind of felt like it was tainted with something, but not like great. But Mike's Hot Honey, great. I still have a couple more of the sleeves left. I'm gonna drizzle all over the next delicious bread flavored thing.
And you just love your food in the sleeves, huh?
Oh, I love sleeves.
The bottle does tell us some things that it's that does offer us some suggestions about what to do with it. So enjoy on pizza, fried chicken, cheese, tea, salad, ice cream, fruit, vegetables, seafood, yogurt, ribs, oatmeal, and cocktails. What can you not put Mike's hot honey on?
I actually started eating this hot honey earlier than today.
You're a filthy cheater.
Shut up, because I put it in my peanut butter sandwiches, and so I never had it straight. I only had it with peanut butter and bread, and
that
I've
sounds
been eating
good.
that at work like every day for the last few days.
It's also worth noting that Mike's hot honey is not just honey and chilies. It also has some vinegar in there.
Oh, we love that.
Which I didn't realize. I made some of my own hot honey for this show. I would have put some vinegar in there if I had known.
Wait, no, you can't put. I know you can't put hot honey on orange juice.
Can you not put hot honey in orange juice?
I don't think you can. I feel
physically
like I'm
can.
doubting myself now with
Yeah.
what you're giving me.
Yeah, no, you don't think that adding some spice, some sweetness to orange juice wouldn't be
God
good?
damn it. Okay. I'm scrambling here. Oatmeal. No, oatmeal would be fantastic. Oh fuck.
Amazing. That would be amazing.
Shoot, this is hard.
What about French toast sticks? Ooh,
White rice. I think white rice.
that would be
it would be
just
fantastic. Are
fine.
you kidding? I think
Feels
logistically,
like it would be too much.
it's bland. That would be a perfect thing.
It would
to
be
put hot
perfect
honey.
because it would make it taste something.
Yeah, that's like a thing places do.
Put honey on rice?
Or no, I'm thinking fried ice cream.
Okay, but how about on like pineapple on pizza with honey, hot honey on top?
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
That sounds excellent. Yes.
Yeah, if you're gonna have pineapple on pizza, you might as well put hot honey on there too.
I love me a pineapple and jalapeno pizza. That is like one of my favorite
Jalapeno
things.
pizza is so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
And adding sugar to anything makes it taste better, psychologically speaking.
It's true.
So
No,
don't have
not
to go
if
wrong.
you're raised diabetic.
I'm trying.
Well, Cece is the token diabetic on this show, I suppose.
Milk? Yeah, it'd be fantastic. Like making a hot milk with that. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Doesn't like drinking milk and then eating something spicy, or like eating an abundance of spicy and then drinking a bunch of milk make you throw up?
I mean, do you want to test
No,
it?
I don't think that's true.
Isn't it? Oh no, it's bananas. It's eating a lot of bananas and a lot of milk.
All right, that's also so. The reason that the bananas and milk challenge worked is because of the amount everyone was eating.
I guess that
Um,
makes sense too.
Yeah, they would eat too much, and their
And
stomach would
probably
be
the
like
textures. Like the
that
texture
too.
of
That's
banana.
fair. It also, I think that's part of it, right? Is it's mentally it just sounds gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mike's hot honey, excellent addition to a hot toddy. Gives it some extra zing.
In hindsight,
it's so good.
full ass hot toddy. You made like full ass cocktails.
I did make whole ass drinks. We don't have to drink the whole thing.
I'm going to.
Now that we have completed our hot toddies, the next thing we got here is a Mike's hot honey margarita.
Ooh,
And it's your basic bog standard margarita, American ratio, so it's 2 to 1 to 1. And instead of it's 2 to 1, or I guess it's 4 to 2 to 1 to 1 because Mike's hot honey replaces half of the Grand Marnier in there.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of ones. See, my math was just eyeball it and assume you're doing something right.
Oh, it's weird. Okay, so the ice melted a little bit and made the first like swig like really
Really
bland.
weak, yeah.
But when I took a bigger one, there was hot honey in there.
Yeah.
I will say, hot toddy is a perfect fit for it. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of margaritas generally.
I don't like margaritas either. I don't like tequila.
Well, that's a shame.
I mean, tequila's fine as long as it's not Jose Cuervo.
That's true.
I still have that.
That's also what I'm drinking.
Looking at me,
Ugh.
making nasty eyes at me. I don't like it. Oh, baby,
No,
when you
I don't know.
drink-
You're tasting Mike's hot honey very definitively in that. I'm really not getting it at all.
Really? Oh, 100%.
I'm actually not getting it at all in this. And I'm very disappointed, honestly, because I love a spicy margarita, and this is not a spicy margarita.
Margarita's not spicy.
I think it blends in with the smokiness of the tequila. I think because I just tasted it in the hot toddy, I tasted that same like twang in this.
I mean, maybe. I am getting a little bit of like the honey flavor, but I'm not getting the hot.
That's what I felt, and then I poured it out. You are so lucky that you're the one who edits these.
Yes.
Yeah, you get to control everything.
Yeah, none of that conversation is going in there. Not even a little. All right, so let's move on here. And Cece, do you have the watermelon mule?
In my hand, Short King.
Rad. All right. Did you just call me Short King?
Yes.
All right. So let's get into the watermelon mule here, and I don't know how much you've got there, Cece, but these ended up being a very big drink for us.
No, yes. No, I have about 15 and a half ounces.
Well, you've got more than we do.
Oh my goodness.
You know, there's a lot going on there, and I don't think it's for me.
Really? I absolutely
I like
adore
it. Wait. Did you use club soda or ginger beer?
Ginger beer.
What kind did you use?
The good one.
I've got Reed's Original here.
The one that I have a picture of it somewhere.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Fever
If I
Tree.
ordered a watermelon mule and I was delivered this, I would be like, yes, that is what I ordered.
This is good. I like it. I don't
I
really
probably
like
wouldn't order a second one. I would finish it, and I probably will, but I wouldn't order a second one.
I am most definitely going to order a second one because I still have leftover ingredients for this one.
This is fantastic.
No,
Oh,
I have
that's
Fever
where I
Tree
go.
ginger beer.
I don't know if you can get this pretty much anywhere.
I know, which is what sucks. Why can't I go get this fucking tiki motherfucker anywhere? Why do I have to get fucking vodka Red Bulls?
Oh, I feel tropical here in the closet.
It's growing on me. I mean, the watermelon that I used is... I may have used too much of the white bit because it tastes a little cucumbery.
Ooh, I bought
No,
the pre-sliced
cucumber. I think
ones.
it-
I got the pre-sliced ones from my local supermarket.
Yeah, I'll say so. We all know that Merlin is a huge fruit stan. So
Yes.
he's probably going to be a bit more picky about literally everything. I've never had a melon and been able to go like, oh, this melon's a little overripe. Like, I've never been like that. This tastes like the fruit. And also, cucumber doesn't feel bad to me. I feel like that kind of makes
I
it
feel
taste.
like mine could use more cucumbery.
You know, I like cucumbers. I don't like cucumbers and sweet flavors at the same time. So actually, there's my answer. I wouldn't put Mike's Hot Honey on a cucumber. Wouldn't do it.
Really?
Yep.
It would be texturally a bit weird.
Yeah.
Well, no, you
So
could
don't
dip
put it on
in
a
it.
All right. So now that we've done all the drinks, let's rate the drinks first, just in case I decide to split up the liquids and the solids bits of this. And so we the first thing we had was the hot toddy, and let's say Cece, since you're returning, how would you rate the hot toddy?
Well, it.
And specifically, using the lens of, is this a good use of your Mike's Hot Honey?
I honestly think that I would make this again. I was thinking about having people over for Halloween, and if it's like chilly outside, then I would offer this beverage. So I liked it a lot, and I think it's a good use of my hot honey.
That is a really good point. This is a good Halloween drink, and actually adding Mike's Hot Honey to a mulled cider or a hot beverage just in general, probably a really good idea.
Yeah, and like I said, I love drinking tea, and it just felt like I was just drinking alcoholic tea.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of what a hot toddy is, but yeah.
It's delicious and it's wonderful. It's kind of like apple cider, but with an alcoholic twist.
So let's say the ratings for this episode, I think, are going to be like, would you buy Mike's Hot Honey in this context? Like, if you were making hot toddies, would you buy Mike's Hot Honey to do it? And like, what is your rating of Mike's Hot Honey in that context? So Cece, buy, try, side, die, or cry.
I would buy, though.
Sorry?
I would buy.
All right. And you know what? Framed like that, honestly, I would buy too. Not for a hot toddy, but for mulled cider.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's very good in that context.
It reminds me a lot of the another very early instance that young Cece consumed illegal beverage at the age of probably 15. Was when my friend's mom, the same mom who gave me Bud Light in a porta potty at Mudfest. So she took us trick or treating. We were all in our little costumes, and then she gave me some spiked apple cider because I was.
Oh, you told us about this. I think it was off air, but you told us about this.
Yeah, she was like, "Here, you can have some of this," and then I like took a sip of it. And I was like, "What the fuck is in that?" She was just like, "Oh, there's vodka in that," and I was like, "Okay."
All right. And Derek, in the context of a hot toddy, what is your rating for Mike's Hot Honey?
Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, I really like this shit.
Yeah, this is a good application for it.
It's very, very well implemented, well designed. You can taste everything that's involved in it. And I will definitely have this again. I think it's great. This would make me so popular at a party. Oh my god. Would think it's amazing. Yeah, do it. 100%. Really good.
All right. The second thing we had was the Mike's Hot Honey Margarita. And Cece, how do you feel about that? Mike's Hot Honey in that context.
I don't like margaritas, but it did make it taste a little bit better.
All right.
So I'd say try it because I maybe like a really low try, a high sigh, low try because I don't know what I expected. I maybe thought that it would make me love it because I already knew that I liked Mike's Hot Honey, but it didn't change my mind about margaritas. So
I'm going to come at this from the opposite side here and probably give it the same rating. High sigh, low try. I love margaritas, and I love hot margaritas. Not temperature hot, but spice hot. I love spicy margaritas. This doesn't have enough spice for a margarita, in my opinion. So I think high size is a good place to put that. And Derek, how do you feel about Mike's Hot Honey in the context of a margarita?
It's kind of. I just don't like margaritas. It's really hard to rate it on that scale. As far as margaritas I have tried, I could drink clearly more than half of it, so it wasn't awful. I guess also high sigh for me. I'm assuming if you like margaritas, it'll probably be a better experience for you. I can't. Tequila's just not my jam, dude. That's what it comes down to.
Fair enough.
okay, but Merlin, so I have a question.
Yeah.
If you had a hot margarita like what you normally like, and then they put Mike's Hot Honey in it, including the hot that is already there.
I think it would just sort of feel superfluous. I think I'd rather have a normal margarita with like some sliced jalapeno in it or something than this.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the high sigh. Like it wouldn't be terrible, and it wouldn't be the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of drink you'd order at a restaurant that like it's on their like signature cocktail menu, but it's not as good as they say it is, but it's also not awful.
Exactly, Derek gets it. All right, and so the last thing we had was the watermelon mule with Mike's Hot Honey added. And Cece, how do you feel about that?
I absolutely love this drink so much. Because my birthday's coming up, I was like, oh, maybe I can have someone make these for my birthday celebration. But then I was like, well, I don't actually want people to make it wrong. So then I would have to make it, which defeats the purpose. But I like it a lot. My rating for this one would be definitely by. It's so good. I don't like mules, but I love this one. And the honey makes it.
All right, so we know what Cece's rating for the watermelon mule is. Objectively, or I guess subjectively speaking, this is not my favorite drink. But why can I not stop drinking? I've drank more of mine than Derek has.
I think
it's growing on me, or it's insidious or something.
I like the juice. I like the juice. I love juice. Juice is good.
It's actually rather nice. I think I have to go against what I said earlier in the podcast and be like, you know what? I think I would buy it. I think I'd buy it for this. This is a good drink.
You know what this could use? Some shaved ice.
Yeah.
This would be really good.
This would be really good over shaved ice.
It's already kind of a pain in the ass tropical drink. Might as well just commit and make it like a nice tropical shaved ice.
That's true. I mean, I bought a goddamn immersion blender. Not for this. Not for, like, I had an immersion blender. But, like, I bought a goddamn immersion blender so I could make tropical drinks. And,
Merlin be like, oh man, I just tripped and I bought a fucking immersion blender.
I have an immersion blender and I have a regular blender, but I also just shook this really hard in a shaker and it's fine.
Derek, what would you rate Mike's Hot Honey in this context?
Mike's Hot Honey in this. Okay. Controversial. I don't taste it in this. I can't really vouch for whether or not it's making a difference because we don't have like a.
Oh, see, I do taste it in this.
Do you?
A lot.
I do
Yeah,
too. My
strong.
tongue is being assaulted.
I don't, but also
Feels like
I kind of can't fault it because it tastes good.
Feels
It tastes really good. I'll give this a high try.
All right.
In the context, if you're contextualizing it with Mike's hot honey involved, it's a little bit more of a okay instead of a oh my god yes, but it isn't oh my god yes kind of drink.
That's fair. All right. Let's move on to the second half of the podcast.
Is it time to retrieve the nugs?
Get the nuggets.
You gotta say it with that. The nuggets.
You say it so forcefully. You're like, say with grit teeth. Get the nuggets.
So we got Mike's Hot Honey here. This is the original product.
Mhm.
It's the one that we had at Seltzerland. We had it on pizza. Now, just to get a baseline for Mike's Hot Honey, let's try this on. I guess we're trying it on chicken nuggets. Cece's got graham crackers there. And I'm just
No,
gonna,
Triscuits. I did.
Triscuits. Cece's got Triscuits. I'm just going to generously apply a bit of this to a nugget for each of me and Derek.
Lay this
Probably
out.
too much honey. Wouldn't eat that much normally on a nugget, but we need to really give it a shot.
Really, you would eat less than this on a nugget?
I wouldn't eat this on a nugget.
I wouldn't put honey
But
on
you're
a chicken.
doing it right now.
Honey mustard, but not honey.
Okay, so I'm not sure how I like it on a nugget, but I do like it as a concept.
These nuggets aren't great.
The honey tastes good. I don't think they work with the nugget.
You also don't like meat.
You're right, I don't.
No, we'll do something. You can put it on. You can put it on Chex Mix.
We could put it on Chex Mix. I don't want to put it on Chex Mix, though.
Yeah, it would be hot. It would be spicy. There's spicy Chex Mix.
Anyway,
Yeah, I also don't want that.
Cece, any comments on Mike's Hot Honey on your graham cracker there?
It's a Triscuit, and it's a cracked pepper olive oil Triscuit. So I can't tell if it's spicy because of the pepper on the cracker already, or if it's spicy because of the honey.
I do get a mild spice on my nugget. It's all right.
I feel like if these were plain Triscuits, it'd be way cooler. But, like, it kind of doesn't really do much to it because it's already pretty, like, flavored.
That's fair. Definitely fair.
You know what? Jalapeno Cheetos. I would not put hot honey on that.
You're right. Having a sweet flavor with Cheetos would just be weird.
So basically, if you just take shit chips, you can't make them better with hot honey.
Oh, fuck! I'm a
All right.
There are some things even hot honey can't fix.
Let's move on to
Like my parents' marriage.
extra hot honey. And it's worth noting that extra hot honey does have a description that's different from the normal hot honey. You can use it on less things. So it says, enjoy on pizza, fried chicken, cheese, cocktails, barbecue, wings, marinades, eggs, seafood, and ribs.
Not ice cream?
Not ice cream, not oatmeal.
Boring. What about yogurt?
No.
What?
I know. And this says it has extra chili peppers. It doesn't say twice the spice. It just says extra chili peppers. So it's probably actually extra hot. The ingredients list is the same. I imagine there's just more pepper in there than the hot honey.
Mm. Oh, I can fuck to this.
What
So
does it even mean?
it's clearly spiced with habaneros. And I don't like habaneros because they taste like perfume. But I like the spice level here.
Mhm.
This is nice and spicy.
It's distinct.
I genuinely, I really love this. Even with the habanero flavor, honestly. Like, I think this on a peach. Not a euphemism. Just
Hot honey
a
on
literal
peaches would be
I
good.
didn't even think it was a euphemism
Oh my god, if you put hot honey on your nipples, would it hurt?
because I thought it was funny the idea of you putting hot honey on a peach.
Mm.
I thought the literal act was fucking funny, and then you made it an innuendo, and then I laughed harder.
Sorry, what was that, Cece?
Said if you put hot honey on your nipples, would it hurt?
Probably.
Here, you want me to try?
So, Cece,
Yeah.
this is not gonna. This next two samples, they're not ones you can do, and they're not ones that are going to particularly interest you because you can't do them. But I have made hot honey. because we had this episode in the works for at least 2 weeks. So I just had this steeping on my counter. I put some of my mom's chili peppers, Thai chilies, in some honey and infused them. So we'll see how this goes. So here's some of Merlin's hot honey.
I'm gonna eat this in the most chaotic way possible. I'm just gonna like take a bite out of the center of this nugget. See?
Oh my god, he actually did.
Kick, not quite there. Maybe needed another 2 weeks.
You're right, didn't infuse for long enough. I just taste honey.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like honey.
Yeah,
Tastes a little tangier than I'd usually expect.
honey's good.
We like honey. But it's not Mike's hot honey.
You're right. It's not as hot as I was hoping for. It's really not even hot at all.
Yeah, it's just honey. It's like the La Croix of hot honey.
Yeah. All right, and the last thing we have, this is just something I had in my cupboard for no goddamn reason, but I connected with hot honey. So there are biblical references to the land of milk and honey. Now, honey was available in the Fertile Crescent during the biblical era. However, it would not have been the most common viscous sweetener available, and in fact, Ceylon, date nectar, is probably what was referenced when the Bible refers to milk and honey. It's goat milk and date nectar. And so I have a bottle of cayenne-infused date nectar
Put
here.
that the wrong side down on my fucking table, you whore.
It was an accident.
You didn't correct it.
Well, I mean, damage is already done, man.
Fucking cunt.
So anyway, I have a bottle here of cayenne-infused date nectar, or biblical honey, and I'm just going to apply that to the chicken nuggets. It's a little less viscous than normal honey and much darker. It smells very nice. I did give it a snuffle before the pod.
This smells strangely nostalgic, and I'm really curious as to why.
I mean,
Tastes very nostalgic. Did I have this in a past life?
did you eat dates as a kid?
Not that I
Or
remember.
dried dates?
What the fuck is happening?
Because I ate dates a lot as a kid, and this tastes like dates.
Oh my god. I'm a date nectar stan.
This is very good.
Where does one find date nectar?
I found this at Mike's Discount Foods.
Of course you did.
I could have guessed that.
Why don't you guys
Wait,
run-
is Mike's Discount Foods and Mike's Hot Honey related at all?
They're not in any
Are
way.
they like alter egos?
I'd like to think
Is it
they're
like
long lost twins that they don't
Mike's
know.
Hot
about each
Honey.
other.
Why would you name your twins both Mike?
They probably both have completely different names, but they remember their dad was named Mike, and after they were
Or their last name is Mike. The Mike brothers.
So we've had some samples of stuff. Now we've rated the drinks. Now let's rate the honeys. Cece, how do you feel about normal Mike's Hot Honey? Would you buy this again?
I would buy it. I'd give it a buy because it's great.
All right. I'm going to give this one a high try. I don't think I would go out of my way to buy it again. I do like it, though. And I would certainly raid someone else's condiments cabinet for this. Derek, how do you feel about it?
I think this is already kind of settled because I've already gone out and bought this after the fact.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
After Seltzerland, I definitely went out and bought more and used it on many chickens. Mostly just for chicken, though. I guess I haven't tried it in another context. I was very narrow-minded. I was just like, damn, I love them chicken nuggets with some hot honey, baby. And it was really good. The only thing that really bummed me out was that those first packets we got from Seltzerland weren't enough for 8 nuggets.
Oh,
Ever. Like, the last 2, I was like scraping the plate for like whatever trimmings I could get of it. But that's a glowing recommendation. That's a buy from me.
all right. So the second thing we tried was Mike's Hot Honey Extra Hot. And Cece, how do you feel about the extra hot honey?
So I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't try it because I didn't think it was worth it because I was already using really hot Triscuits.
Hot Triscuits? Girl, what kind of Triscuits you got over there?
They're the cracked pepper and olive oil ones, but like my mouth feels icky now after eating them. So I didn't want to ruin my review with such a blurry.
Why don't you put some on your finger and give it a lick?
Because it's in my kitchen and I've already gotten up 4 times.
I've gotten up like 8 times today, girlfriend. Come on. Go up.
Okay, well, you're not sitting on your
Pull that finger
closet
in that
floor.
Huh?
You're not sitting on your closet floor.
Okay, you're not going to get a pity party from me, girl.
I don't need a pity party from you.
Okay, well, I tried this, and I liked it a lot better than normal Mike's honey. I personally liked it a lot. I don't have any stigma against habaneros. I actually really liked how it hurt me. And I would probably still put this on ice cream, I'm going to say. Get me some nice vanilla beans, slap this bitch on there. I think it'd be fantastic.
Now, see, I like that you said that. So my rating is also a buy, even though I don't like habaneros, because I don't think it holds it back at all. It's nice and hot. And like you said, but the fact that it's honey, the fact that it's sweet, and it goes well in sweet applications, that kind of masks the habanero taste a lot. Because the perfumey taste goes better with sweet stuff than it does with savory stuff.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So yeah, this one gets a solid buy from me. Mike's Extra Hot, fantastic.
Love you, girl. I like it better than the original, for sure.
All right, and Cece didn't even have the opportunity to try my hot honey. I think we know what the rating is on this, which is needs a few more months in the cabinet.
Mm-hmm. I'll give that I'll give it a Y. As in, why did we pull it out so soon?
That's fair. I think that's a good. I mean, we know why we pulled it out so soon. It was because we had to do this podcast.
Yeah, whatever. Excuses.
But I am definitely going to leave this in my cabinet and forget about it for probably about a year.
I would love that. And then we can come back and be like, hey, here's that fucking honey. It's been here all
You
fucking
remember
time.
this?
We'll be like old and gray by then.
All right, and we tried just right at the end here, sort of randomly, Devash brand Cayenne Date Nectar, and I'm going to give this one a try. I wouldn't go out and buy it, but I do not regret having purchased it. So I'm going to give it a try. You know, if you're looking for date nectar for whatever reason, you could do worse. Derek, how do you feel about Devash Date Nectar?
I'll slit your throat for it.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a buy from me. And the thing about it, like, I know where he got it from. It's chances are they either have like a full pallet of it left, or it's never going to return to anywhere ever again.
I mean, I'm going to see if I can find an expiration date on this. I don't think there. Oh yeah, there is an expiration date. It says Best Buy October 6th, 2021. So it's only about a week out of date.
Oh my god. Did you just eat me spoiled food?
Well, no, because
It's a Best Buy date, not a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But also, wow. Thanks, Mikes. They probably are like just trying to get it out of there as fast as possible. When did you get this?
well, it wasn't there the week after I got this, so they did get it all out.
Oh no. Okay, that sucks.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Like I said, it's really nostalgic. I feel like at some point in my like childhood, I had a lot of this or something similar. Maybe
Sure.
not Cayenne, but definitely Date Nectar.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, your family were religious fanatics, and it is mentioned in the Bible.
Yes, I do know they talk about dates.
Yes.
There. And not the fun kind. But these are
I don't know. I find dates to be very fun.
Yeah, I mean, they're okay.
Like the food kind more than the Tinder kind, honestly.
What would you put this date on?
I would use the same as I would use hot honey. I would put it in stir fry.
A calendar.
Oh, fuck! I had stir fry. God damn it! We could have eaten good tonight. Anyway, yes, absolutely delicious. Give it a buy.
All right, this is going to be hell to edit, but I think we just did a podcast.
Did we just do that? Holy fuck!
I think we just did.
All right, well, welcome back, Cece. Thank you for listening, listeners, and as always, don't sniff the honey.
Oh, actually, do put it all the way up
Ooh,
your
it's
nose.
pretty good, actually. Put it right up your nose.
Hey, me again with the contact info for all you superfans and brand reps who want to send us stuff. You can slide into our DMs on Instagram at instagram.com/Seltzerquest, or you can email us at holler@seltzerquest.com. That's holler@seltzerquest.com. Stay tuned and remember, don't sniff the seltzer.